Hello there and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going through my official Saudi Pro League predictions for the 2023-24 season. And yes, this is a huge moment because as far as I know, it's the first ever Saudi Pro League predictions being done on YouTube by any YouTuber. At least a YouTuber in the Americas or Europe, Africa, or Oceania. Maybe there's been one done in Asia. I don't know about that. Probably the Middle East if there was one to be done. But anyway, let's get right into it. Leave a like, subscribe, and we're going to be going through my table for the Saudi Pro League. Alright, then 18th place. I'm sorry to do it. I like all teams in soccer, but at the end, 3 teams get relegated down, and this first team I have relegated, finishing bottom of the 2023-24 Saudi Pro League, is going to be Al Hazm. Al Hazm did well to get down to 2nd place last year in the First Division League, but I just don't see it happening again personally. I think you will struggle, and it's just not going to be a good one. I don't think that it's going to go well. Last time you were in this league, it was not good. You finished 16 points, I think, behind the next team. Not behind safety, but behind the next team. And that's bad. That is very, very bad. And I do not see a way where that is going to get any better if you don't sign some players fast. Sign, some good players and do it fast. You're going to really have to do that and hop on into the scene, or else you will be in trouble. I'm sorry, Al Hazm, but it's looking bad for you if you just do this. So yeah, hate to be harsh, but yeah. Alright, moving on to the next team, getting relegated. I'm going for Abha. Abha ended the season in not so great form. I only know about one of your players. It's AAA Muhammad, and yeah, he's an okay player who does good and plays well, one of the league's better players, but it's just going to be hard. The form he ended on was not promising. Okay, you had the former Poland manager, Czesław Michniewicz there, who managed Poland in the most recent World Cup, the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, so maybe he's used to the climate, I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be hard, Abha, so good luck, and hopefully you have a good season this season, and then if you go down, come right back up. Alright then, moving on to the next team here. My final team getting relegated, Altay. Altay, or maybe it's Altay, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, is a team that had 2 separate streaks of 5 straight losses last year. So that is not good for the Altay fans. I am worried and concerned for you that it will not go well. And yeah, I just don't think that it's going to be a good season for the fans of Altay. So I'm sorry, but I think you're getting relegated in a very competitive league. Teams being bought up by the PIF, spending money with good players, and once this league invests in youth academies, teams who do not invest in youth academies will be in such big troubles, because youth academies in soccer are everything. So yeah, I'm sorry, Altay, but I think you're going down. Next up, just surviving the drop in typical Saudi Pro League fashion, Al Wahda. Al Wahda do this every year, don't they? Just stay up. And they did it last year, and when Ronaldo scored 4 goals against them. And yeah, Al Wahda, I think you'll just stay up. Maybe you'll be lucky enough, but I don't know about this one. I'm sorry, Al Wahda. Alright then, going on to our next team, who's finishing this season in the 14th place spot last year, which would have just got you to safety. It's 14th place we're at now? Yeah, we're at 15th. 18, I can't do math. 18, 17, 16, yeah, now we're at 14th. And last year, God, what would I got you safety last year? Anyway, I'll put the table up right here. So yes, our team finishing in 14th place, in my opinion, it's gonna be the likes of Al Riyad. who finished the season last year really strongly in the First Division League. Coming up, you've just got promoted. I think you'll do good. Your fans, I mean, now there's 4 teams in Riyadh in the Pro League, which is crazy. It's 1 out of every 4.5 are Riyadh based. So yeah, and if you can name the other 3 Riyadh teams in the league in the comments without cheating, and you actually write it down in the comments if you made it this far in the video, which sadly nobody who watches my videos makes it this far ever. So please make sure you keep watching. But if you can get those 4 Riyadh teams down there, I already mentioned one of them, that would be amazing. So yeah. Alright then, it's Al Riyadh who came up promoted, and I think we'll do good. So yeah, good luck to you, Al Riyadh, and I think you're finishing in 14th place. 13th, another team that just came up from the First Division League, promoted from the Najran region of Saudi Arabia. It's Al Akhdud. Al Akhdud are a good team. They played really well last year in the First Division League, came off to a flaming hot start, cooled down a little bit, fell out of the promotion zone, but got their feet up and just got over that line and really just did something great for the fans. And the Najran region really doesn't seem to have that many teams there. So yeah, it's great to see that. And the league this year will just have so many good teams from good spots. Like you have like Altay in the north, Dammam over in the east, Al Wahda and by the Holy Lands, Najran in the south, even though there's no team called Najran, but it's Al Akhdud. And yeah, but anyway, yes, it is going to be Al Akhdud. I have in 13th place, and I just think that they'll have a good season. Staying up, showed some real ambition and fight last year with some really hungry players. So I think that they will get over the line, in my opinion, and just survive quite comfortably as well. Alright, then 12th place, I'm gonna go for Damak. Damak, comfortably mid-table, always happens in the Saudi Pro League. I know they finished 7th last year, and it's actually really good, but still, an increasingly competitive league. I just see a bit of a drop-off from Damak, but I still think that you'll do good, so don't worry, you're staying up by a mile. It's going to be Damak in 12th place. Alright, then next up in 11th place, it's going to be the team from Feta Al Feta. So yes, it's going to be Al Feta finishing the season in 7th place. It'll be no, we're not 7th. When I say 7th, finishing the season in 11th place. A bit of a drop off from last year. I haven't seen any real investment into the team. Faraz Al Burkan will score loads of goals. He'll be one of the top scorers in the league, especially since Odi Argalio has gotten out the door for Al Hilal. But yeah, with Faraz Al Burkan will get you loads of goals. He is the striker for the Saudi national team, and he will score an amazing amount of goals for you. So yes, that's where I think Al Feta will finish the season. And without any further ado, let's move on to the next team. And if you didn't already know, that next team is indeed Al Faya. Al Faya won the King's Cup not too long ago, and they made the King's Cup quarterfinal last year. And the one before that they won, as I just mentioned. So yeah, they have good players, and I think that Al Faya will do well, have a good season here, and just, yeah, no real cause for concern for going down. They're not going to make them continental competitions either, probably. But they could do something in the King's Cup and make the continental competition that way, because they are that, like, Saudi team to watch out for in the cups. They are pretty much the Grimsby town of Saudi Arabia, if you want that analogy. Yeah, one's an English team that makes cup runs, one's a Saudi team. So yes, that is what Al Faya will do, and I think that they will have a good season. Alright then, moving on to our next team here. Al Riyad. Al Raid are a good team, and I think that there's a comfortable bet for mid-table. I don't see anything possibly going on with Al Raid this year, and they will be safe. And yeah, they're just gonna have a good season, get in to where they need to get in, which will be just like a comfortable mid-table spot. And Al Raid to land right perfectly mid-table and do nothing wrong. So yeah, Al Raid, hopefully you have a good season and good luck to you. Next up, Al Khalij. Al Khalij are a good team. They were linked with Dusan Tadic, the Serbian international. He's now gone to Fenerbahce, but I think they'll still have a good season and play well. So Al Khalij to make some, upper mid-table noise up there in this pro league and yeah, have a good season. So I think Al Khalij will do well, have a breakout season since getting promoted for the first time in a while. And yeah, their second season in the Pro League in this stint, and I think it'll be a good one. Al Khalij to have a good season. Mark my words. Next up, and this might shock you a little bit, but it's going to be Al-Shabaab for me. Riyadh-based Al-Shabaab. I saw a fan on the internet saying that he thought that they deserve to be the next team that the PIF would pick. But then he said, maybe they want 2 from Jeddah, 2 from Riyadh, the 2 biggest cities in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, I just think that, that might be fair. That they want 2 from Jeddah, 2 from Riyadh to make it equal for their fan bases. But at the same time, I do think that I can see why Al-Shabaab have had success in recent years, but I think that they underperformed last year a little bit. 4 out of their last 5 games were losses. They had 4 losses in a row to almost end the season, but then they won their last game. They had some questionable results. They were not doing so good. They started the season fantastic, though, and yeah, but it was just not like the best one overall, and it's going to be hard for Al-Shabaab to really compete with some of these big boys at this level here. So I really think that it could be some trouble here for Al-Shabaab, in my opinion. So Al-Shabaab to finish right here. Alright, then moving on to our next team I'm going to go for is the one club without all on their names sometimes, from the Dammam region of Saudi Arabia, near Bahrain. And if you can guess this club, they're linked with Jordan Henderson. They're probably going to sign him. The manager, Stephen Gerrard, it's Ettifaq, or Al Ettifaq. The team with that big horse and the Christmas colors on their badge, red, white, and green. It's not an Italian team. It's not a Mexican team. But yes, it is Al Ettifaq that I think will finish the season right here where I've predicted them to finish. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're at 6th place right now. For Ettifaq is pretty good. So yeah, Ettifaq to finish 6th place. And then moving on to my next team right here, we'll get on to right now. Place Al Tawun, as I'm going with the nearly unchanged top 5 as we had last year as the final table in the Saudi Pro League. But yes, I'm going for Al Tawun. The way they ended last season was so convincing. 5 straight wins. They were really good. They got some just straight up good results there. Even pushed Al-Shabaab. They almost got 4th place instead of Al-Shabaab getting it. They almost deserve a spot in the Arab Club Champions Cup that starts next week, and I just think that they'll do straight up really good. So yeah, I think Al Tawun will just do good, and hopefully you have a good season, Al Tawun. Next up in 4th place, this might shock a couple people. It's definitely going to shock, I'm sorry, CR7, but Al Nasser. Al Nasser have thrown up, I know it's preseason, but they did throw up 2 howlers. One against Celta Vigo, they lose 5-0. A second one against Benfica, they lose 4-1. Yeah, I haven't seen Al Hilal, Al Ahly, or Al Ittihad pulling out those results. So yeah, I think Al Nasser are going to finish 4th. I'm sorry, I know you were 2nd last year and you had some really good seasons, but ever since the sale of Aaron Bupenza and Vincent Abubakar, you've not been the same team. Ronaldo did not make you worse. There's no way Ronaldo made you worse. I do not want to hear anybody say that. But maybe the chemistry got screwed up when he came to the club. That's a completely different thing than him making you worse. The Ronaldo effect is now worse. Ronaldo effect is like the best effect in soccer. When Ronaldo comes to a league, he heals it. He is like putting a band-aid on a soccer league. That's what he is. That's what Ronaldo does. He did that with Serie A and made it the second best league in the world, in my opinion. And yeah, he's doing that with the Saudi league, making it a top 5 league pretty soon. So yeah, Ronaldo heals leagues. But yeah, those sales, and I know it's preseason, and I know stuff hasn't worked out perfectly. Luis Castro just came over from Botafogo in Brazil and just got to the team, so he might not be doing a perfect job with Al Nassr. But yeah, Ronaldo's team with Alex Telles just signed Marcelo Brozovic on the team as well. Abdullah Al-Amri, a Saudi international on the team, although no one's heard of him, sadly. He's really good. But yeah, these players are the team, and I think that they will do good, just not too good. But good luck to you in the Champions League, at least. Alright, then moving on to my third place team, and I was tempted to put someone else here, but I am going to go for Al Ahly. Al Ahly have made amazing signings. Mendy, Riyad Mahrez probably, Roberto Firmino. Yes, the managerial position is vacant and they didn't pay their manager. But owned by the PIF, that's huge investment. They're going to do very well. Al Ahly third and return to the Asian Champions League, and really the first time of asking since getting promoted. Promoted team finishing third in what world? This world. So yeah. If someone says, you know what, Al Ahly says, we're finishing in the top 3. Like, you in one army, you're like, just be like this one, because we got one right here. It's legit, and this team is just really good. And yeah, I think that they could really do wonders here. Al Ahly to just really upset a lot of teams and get in there. Second, my own team, Al Hilal. I support 5 teams in the world: Swansea, Sheffield Wednesday, Venezia, Man City, and Al Hilal. Those are my 5 teams, at least as of right now. It's probably going to change. But yeah, Al Hilal, one of those teams. I was watching a game earlier today. They were playing Kuwait SC, and there were 3 goals scored in the first 10 minutes. 1 for Kuwait, 2 for Al Hilal. But yeah, anyway, it's ridiculous, and I think that they will finish right there in that spot, second place, because one team just a tiny bit better than them, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that we have Al Hilal to finish second because they're just a really good team. The signings of Neves, Koulibaly, Milinkovic-Savic are just really good, and I think they'll do really well because of that. So yeah, Al Hilal finishing the season in second place, and Asian Champions League again. Hopefully they win it this year. Alright, then moving on to our first place team, Al Ittihad. Al Ittihad from Jeddah. And in the Saudi Pro League, they usually do pretty well. I mean, they won it last year, heck, and they've added Jota to the team. They've added Kante. They've added Benzema. And they're just going to do amazing. I cannot rule anything past them whatsoever this season. So yeah, they will have an absolutely phenomenal year. And Al Ittihad are my favorites to go back-to-back in the Saudi Pro League. By the way, Nuno Espirito Santo, amazing manager. You also have Abdirazak Hamdallah, the top scorer in the league, the Moroccan magician, and I think that you will do just fine. So yeah, winning the league, Al Ittihad on top, Al Hilal in second. And that become Asian Champions League, Al Ahly in an AFC Cup, Al Nassr. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like as well as subscribe. I can beat Youth Thogden and other YouTubers to this Saudi Pro League predictions video. I'll try to get it out as soon as possible, but it's already out because you're watching it. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you can. YouTube always disables my comment section, so that sucks. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.